Hello, social creatives. How are you doing? This is your market snippets, market essentials with Julie Syl. Right. Today, I just wanted to pop in here because I did promise that I'd pop in here on Thursdays and share with you ways to build up and ways to dig in and build that business like the rock star you are. Now, today's topic might be something you're thinking, Julie, you're talking rubbish. You have no idea what I go through. You don't live in my neighborhood. What are you talking about? But I want you to listen to me real quick, right? So this is something I learned way back from a man called John Maxwell, that the price is irrelevant to the right client. So the right person does not care what price you're charging because you have already done the work. And I'm going to share with you how that can happen, right? So the price really is irrelevant to whether or not someone decides to work with you, to buy your product, to buy your services, and do all those good things that you would like someone to do with you in your business. And it is irrelevant if you know how to break or rebuild belief patterns. That is a very important statement right there. If you know how to rebuild belief patterns. So as you watch the replay, I'd like you to type in the comments below self-belief. Now, here's the deal. I don't know about you guys, but every time I go on holiday, especially to Uganda, because Uganda has a lot of street hawkers, street vendors, as we call them, batembe. But funny thing is, most people in Africa don't understand that in almost every developed city, especially tourist hotspots, there are street hawkers and street vendors everywhere. In Barcelona, in Paris, in Madrid, in Frankfurt, in LA, there are street vendors everywhere. Yes. Now, here's the thing. It's like they're selling, these guys are pitching you all day, every day with all kinds of fakery. And when I say the word fakery, I'm about to eat my own words in a minute. They sell fake designer clothes, bags, shoes, necklaces, makeup, watches, wallets. The list is endless, handbags. And it's all the freaking time everywhere where tourists go or where people who they believe have money hang out. And this is the best thing. They will come to you and go, shh, mama, hello. And it's like they are ashamed of what they are selling. Do you want this this real Calvin Klein and Calvin Klein, and it's written on Calvin Klein or whatever, it's the best perfume ever and it smells like something you wouldn't want to even spray on your dog. The best thing I do in such situations is I ensure that my bag is in front of me. I normally, when I go traveling, I normally carry a backpack that I wear front facing. And then I build an invisible kind of spiritual wall around me. I like zone out this whole noise. And I go, no thanks, or not interested, or I simply just ignore them and walk away very, very fast. Now, this is because I have a lot of false beliefs. This is because I don't believe that the product they're offering is real. And I believe it's fake. I don't believe it will last. Hey, pretty, how you doing? Get some. And I believe this is something that now this is a personal belief that I'll get judged for wearing a fake design, or sometimes it's all about personal safety really. And I wonder if I'm safe in that space. Now, as a marketer though, I admire their courage. Before that, I used to just look down on people. And if you are like me, and you like to tell the truth about your life, you will admit that you normally don't want to hang out with hawkers. You don't want to hang with street vendors. You don't even want to be seen buying from them if you are truthful about it. So, as a marketer though, I've learned to admire these people. They are bold. They have courage to approach anybody and everybody. In fact, the more money you look like you have, the more they'll follow you because they're like, this is my one chance to sell something. And I decided to study them as well. Yeah, because usually this time is after 5, and I know most people can pop in and watch the replay if they like. So yes, I pop in to just share value, and knowing that it probably be most people who pop over and watch the replay when they get the moment. And maybe when it's clearly that this is when I pop on in the social creatives, there'll be more and more people popping on live with time, because I've kind of been pop in when I wish. There is no clear specific time, but I'm definitely building towards coming on at around 5:30 every Thursday. So that is the time I've chosen, around 5:30 every Thursday. So anyway, as a marketer, I decided to study street vendors, and I found that they do a lot of spraying and praying. They approach anybody and everybody. They have no clear strategy. They have no idea whether you're looking for what they're selling. They're hoping that by showing you, by exposing visual marketing, really. Theirs is direct selling, visual marketing, aggressive, you name it. I decided to approach selling using the street hawker strategy in a smarter way. And I started studying a product called ClickFunnels. And the visionary behind ClickFunnels is called Russell Brunson. He teaches you to first approach your audience for a sale. You have to have a story. You must have an experience to share. You must take people through the journey. You must show people the transformation that you're either going to take them through, that you've gone through, or someone you know has gone through by using your product, service, or platform. And the right story can sell your product like crazy, right? Awesome. And because a story breaks down people's false beliefs about you, about the product you're selling, about your environment, and the walls that we put up. Remember, I said I put an invisible wall around me, and I walk very fast, and I'm like, I'm good, I'm fine, no problem. And usually in tourist areas, I'm actually looking to buy some stuff, but I'm not looking to buy everything. So I put up an invisible wall even before I leave the hotel or wherever it is I'm staying. But a story will literally remove these walls and bring you close to the person you're trying to prospect, and bring what we call the know, like, trust factor, because people look for similarities, resonance, relatability in buying stuff they buy. If they are buying from direct sellers, and street vendors are direct sellers, to be honest, they are the best example of a direct seller who does not necessarily have a strategy. So you have to make the emotional connection, sell the emotional. And there's this story that he normally tells, and every time I log into my resource that I have from Russell Brunson, I go to that story again and again, because every time I'm trying to build a new funnel, I want to follow that process. And he talks about the funnel of the guy who sells how to date a girl and how to kiss a woman and make them fall in love with you. And this story makes me laugh every time, because he said he had just gotten married when he first saw the advert, and he literally had all kinds of misgivings about clicking through and subscribing to that, and his new wife finding that subscription on his email. Anyway, if you sell to the right person and you touch the emotional quota, everything you say sounds like gold. Before you even pitch your product or service, they will have sold themselves. They will have bought into what you're selling. They'll have made the decision to buy whatever you do. In fact, the more you talk, sometimes the more you get. You could talk yourself out of a sale. That's the truth. I'm glad you've highlighted the calendar. Street vendors have no strategy, pretty. Their strategy is, today I'm going to walk, I'm going to be on Kampala Road. It is my road today. There's an event in Kampala Road, or then they go on Kampala Road and there's not that much market. Then they'll go down to Loom Street, maybe they'll go down to downtown. They have a strategy for exercise. They'll walk for hours. I've never met a fat street vendor in any city, to be honest. In Barcelona, they are actually very, very aggressive in wanting to get you to buy their product, and Barcelona's Les Ramblers, I think that's how they pronounce it. Don't even ask me about pronouncing Spanish. That street has been known to have the highest street robberies in the Western Hemisphere. You will lose your watch, your phone, your anything, your wallet on that street. And it is in Europe. And most people believe it's street vendors. I don't think it's street vendors, but hey, you know, that's me. They don't really have a strategy, because if they did, they'd sell more. And they'd sell to more people who are looking for what they are looking for. They are selling. Anyway, most people spend time talking about the logistics, about the content of their product, about the service that they are going to give you, instead of spending time breaking down the journey, rebuilding the false limiting beliefs that their potential customer has already built in front of them before they even start to speak to them. And it is a powerful tool to talk about your journey. Like and most times I tell people, especially network marketing, how I started, how I was homeless, I was jobless, I was frustrated, I was angry, I was a bad mom, a bad wife, I ate for England, I was unhealthy, I was everything when you see me today, you would go, really, Julie, you're telling a lie? And it's the truth, the honest truth. So if I can change my life around and be here teaching you, you too can change your life around. And I've invested a ton load of money, in tens of thousands, in my learning, of pounds in my learning. So you're saying that it's a strategy as opposed to those who just sit. Okay, now I get you. It's a strategy to do something, right? Rather than to just sit lamely, with no idea. See, a vendor, if they decided to create a strategy, there is an Indian guy, he is a taxi driver. Now you would say taxi drivers have no strategy either. They park on a certain street and wait for traffic. But this guy created a sales strategy that sells him through his customers. He added several, bonuses in his taxis. He has snacks, he has free drinking water, he has juices, he has newspapers and magazines for the ladies and for those who want to catch up with the news. He can play for you whatever music you want to play for you. He can just leave it in silence. He has added so many, and he has little gifts that he gives to his customers. Now the important thing is they have to get in his taxi. But because so many people have got into his taxis and have actually appreciated his service, they tell other people about his special hire, as we call them in Uganda. So I'd love to have a cuppa with you, pretty. I'd really love to. Absolutely. Now this guy has a strategy. He's not like any other taxi driver in India, in Delhi. That's where he is best. He has been featured on various high-profile magazines, including Forbes, including Entrepreneur, including Huffington Post, because of what he does, because of his strategy. And all he says is, I just want to spread love. I just want to spread a smile. I want everybody who gets into my cab to live with a smile and feel the love. They must have an experience. It's not just getting to a cab and move from A to B. It is an experience that when they get out of my cab, they will know they've had a good day, even if they had a bad day before they got into the cab. That is exactly what most marketers are lacking. Most marketers just want to tell you about the contents of this product that was created by Professor so-and-so from Harvard, who's got so many PhDs and all that. Nobody gives a fuck. So instead of spending time on the logistics and on the benefits and the contents and the systems in your product, spend time crafting your story, or someone who's used your product story. Reach out to your customers and ask for their experience of your product or service. Give them a bonus even, so that they know you are the real deal. You are not just wanting to sell them stuff. Next time you also meet a street vendor, approach them, be nice, smile, ask about their day, and if you can, if it's within your budget, buy something from them. And if it's within your heart, tell them to keep it. Just tell them, I just wanted to give you a sale today, and maybe you can sell that and make some more money from it, so it will be a double sale. And tell them to keep the product. And then as a marketer, go create a killer process to sell your stuff. Go create a story bank. I teach this inside of my mastermind, how to create a story bank, why you need it. I even walk you through the strategies and the stages of a story. And by the way, a story doesn't need to take 10-20 minutes. 2 minutes flat, your story should be told, and someone should be bawling with tears having heard your story, or should be smiling from ear to ear having heard your story, or should relate to your journey and know you are the one with the solution to their pain. So for those of you that have a pain on Facebook, that are struggling with the algorithm that's literally pulling rugs from under your feet every blessed day, I highly suggest you consider a platform that has over 630 million users today in 2019, has at least a monthly average of 250 users, and only 1% of those post anything on that platform. That means you will be among the elite on that platform. And that platform has over 90 million millionaires on that platform, who are CEOs, executives, directors, managers, you name it, sitting there making 6 figures per month, and you have something to sell. What are you waiting for? Get LinkedIn influence and start influencing the right people with your product, services, or platform. I'm not gonna go through the technicalities of LinkedIn, because that's not the journey I want you to take away. I want you to understand that you're here to create your kind of happy, to have peace, and to have love to spread around with the people that are around you, your power echoes. And so if you do not find it in you to invest in your product and in your marketing, you will not sell, and you will quit, and you'll get back to the job, which you are trying to avoid. We are all here to create our own happy. So even the vendor is trying to create happy. So get LinkedIn influence if you want to change your day in the next 90 days and stop worrying about the Facebook algorithm, and teach others how to leverage LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a great resource. Those two in my book are better for a marketer than Facebook and Instagram put together. And Facebook didn't hear me. All right, guys, that's it from me. Like I said, this was going to be a quick one. Get serious. You should have people like me in your life. You have lots of amazing people in your life, pretty. And one of these days, we're going to have a glass of cocoa and tea and champagne and whatever else we want to drink, and just get to know each other a little bit better. So have an amazing evening, and tomorrow is Friday. So yeah, it's Friday. We're going to rock it like it's hot, wherever it is we're going to be. Thank you for watching me live and the replay. I love you guys. Go sell. Go sell. You are the executive of you. So you sell you. Lots of corporates think, oh, this is for marketers. Until you learn to sell you like a marketer, you're going to stay where you are. So start to look at you like you are the commodity, you are the brand, you are the chief executive of your career, and you are going for the highest level you can get while you're still breathing. Love you guys. Bye.